Now to a question that many of you have sent to us in recent weeks. With the Oregon's record kicker announcement, you're wondering why you're going to get a kicker money in the form of a tax credit instead of a check in the mail like it used to be in the mid-2000s. Well, we're going to do a deep dive and give you that answer. And to better understand it all, let's take a look at how we got here. The Oregon Legislature created the kicker law in 1979. It works like this. If taxes coming into the state total more than 2% of what economists predicted, so it's 2% higher, the surplus is sent back to taxpayers. The more money you pay in taxes, the more money you get back. Voters approved the kicker law twice, first in 1980 to sign off on the legislature's decision, and then again in 1999 when most of the law's language was put into the state constitution. Now, what you might not know is that the kicker started out as a tax credit, like it is now. But in 1995, the legislature passed a law to change the distribution from a tax credit into physical checks. People kind of liked that. It's like you see here in the video that we found in the KGW vault. These checks were still the method of getting money back to voters when the constitutional amendment passed in 1999, but the language of the Constitution did not make checks mandatory. It does allow the legislature to decide how to get the money back to taxpayers. So the distribution method changed in 2011 with House Bill 3543 that changed kicker distribution from those physical checks back to the tax credit option. Why'd they do that? Well, according to the legislative analysis of the bill, it's meant to save money, and that's a good thing for you. Administrative costs of getting the kicker back to taxpayers were deducted from the kicker itself. So, sending the money to you electronically in the form of a tax credit, well, that saves about $650,000, which can be used to give you a bit more money. It's worth noting that lawmakers could change their mind and go back to those physical checks again, but that would take money out of your pocket. But likely not in time for this current kicker, a record $5.61 billion coming back to taxpayers. If you're wondering out how much your kicker rebate will be when you file taxes next year, there's a tool for that. Just find this story on the KGW website, then click the link that says check how much you'll get in your rebate.